Good morning. Welcome to Mantra 108. We are in our 21st day, our final day of mantra practice together. Actually, we're in our third set of 21 days of mantra practice together, but we're in our last day, our 21st day of practicing this particular mantra. This mantra that is a mantra for smoothing over, harmonizing, giving us new perspective. Good morning, Michelle. In and around our most difficult relationships. This mantra heals us. Good morning. This mantra heals us, heals the relationship on a transcendent level that precedes, transcends this physical body, this embodiment, this ego state, this mind chatter state. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning to Pierce. Hi, 𝐀𝐮𝐦 𝐒. I know, I can't believe it's been 3 weeks either. Good morning. Buenos dias. So today we'll do our final practice of this beautiful relationship mantra. And then, hi Bianca, good morning. Then we'll, for those of you who want to stick with me, I'm just going to keep doing my morning mantras. Tomorrow morning we'll start a new mantra. I'll talk a little bit at the end of this practice about our new mantra that we'll start tomorrow, but I want to say that it's going to be a short one, just like this one. So I know the first two that we did together, the Asatoma mantra was more lengthy, the Purana mantra was more lengthy. This one is just a little shorty, and tomorrow morning will be a little shorty as well, or the next series will be a little shorty as well, but still just as meaningful, just as juicy, just as effective as the longer ones. In fact, I don't want to get too Sanskrit nerdy about this, but every single letter of the Sanskrit alphabet can be transformative in itself. So when we're putting them all together into these beautiful mantras, wow, they really serve us well, or we serve them well, actually, more appropriately. So we've talked about a lot of the yamas and niyamas, and we've missed about 3 of them. We have not and will not talk about brahmacharya, the yama of non-excess, or then there are also a couple of niyamas, saucha, which is purity, and santosha, which is contentment. Those 2 we haven't talked about. The rest we have, though: truthfulness and non-violence and non-stealing and non-possessiveness, self-discipline and self-study. And today, to end our practice, I just wanted to talk a bit about surrender. So, good morning, Corinne. So surrender is the last of the niyamas, Ishvara Pranidhana, and this translates to surrender. So let me see where I marked my place. There we go, in our book. So surrendering to what is, surrendering to something larger than ourselves. We've talked so many times about how we are an expression of divine consciousness. So we surrender to that divinity. We surrender to this thing that is so much bigger than ourselves. We surrender to that flow. And that's a part of our practice in our relationships as well, because when we come in relationship to other people or other groups of people, sometimes we have to surrender our opinions and our defenses and all of these things that we come with. So let me just read a little bit from Deborah again. think about how many times you tell yourself you've had a bad day because it didn't go the way you had planned, or maybe a bad year. You know, I think a lot of us are looking at 2020 as, oh my God, this is going to be a really bad year. Or perhaps this is the worst year I've ever had, the baddest year I've ever had. So we can be so busy feeling cheated or feeling victimized when life doesn't go the way we want it to, that we often miss new opportunity that the life is offering us in the moment. Ishvara pranidhana, this idea of surrender, presupposes that there is a divine force at work in our lives. Whether we call it God, grace, providence, or life, and of course I call it divine consciousness, as you guys know by now, no matter what we call it here, this force is greater than we are and cares deeply about us. Surrender invites us to be active participants in our life, totally present and fluid with each moment, while appreciating the magnitude and mystery of what we are participating in. Ultimately, this guideline invites us to surrender our egos, to open our hearts, and to accept the higher purpose of our being. And then I will turn the page and read a little more here. As we learn to stop fighting life, we can begin to act skillfully. Control makes us rigid and tight and narrows our perspective. Getting rid of our armor opens a world of possibility and makes us lighter and more comfortable with the journey. We can monitor our moment-to-moment surrender to life by watching the inner sensations of contraction and expansion. Contraction is a feeling of constriction, a pulling in. Expansion is an opening, a creating of space and wonder. When we find ourselves in contraction, we're fighting life or fearful of life. When we find ourselves in expansion, we're in the flow of surrender. Doug Keller uses the imagery of ice chunks to help us grasp this concept of expansion and release. He likens life to a flowing stream, and we are ice chunks in that stream. We are the same quality as the stream. However, we are frozen in our tensions and our fears. Our practice then is to melt ourselves into the flow of the stream, becoming one with the flow of life. As we relax and release our rigid thoughts and muscles, we can begin to flow with life. So I think that idea of surrender is a sweet way to end this 21st day of our practice, to end our practice, our 21 days, reminding ourselves that we are held by divine consciousness. We, in fact, are an expression of divine consciousness. This is Shakti, this is Shiva, expressing as the divine. And so, if we surrender, we gain the gifts of that surrender. We gain the gifts of our own divinity. We gain the gifts of sharing that divinity in this moment, not anchored to the past, not anxious about the future, but in this moment, bringing our divinity to the table in our relationships. And everything that we've talked about in these whole 21 days leading up to now has supported that idea. That's supported that idea that if we can be a witness to our humanity rather than being, you know, our human ego, our human thoughts, all of this, if we can be a witness to that, rather than participate so stringently in all of that, if we can just be a witness to our silly little ego and our silly little opinions and our silly little emotions and, you know, all of these, if we can be a witness to it, experience it, move through it, and continue to bring ourselves back to the understanding that we're nothing but divine. We're nothing but each other. I wrote a little song once. I wrote a song that kind of acknowledges that if we're all an expression of the divine, which we are, then how can we be separate? How can we be separate? How can we be so very different from one another? And yet, these physical expressions of who we are very different from one another. So we honor that too. So that little song went something like this. I'm different from you. I am the same as you. I am nothing. I'm nothing but you. I'm different from you. I am the same as you. I am nothing. I'm nothing but you. So maybe if we come to our relationships with that understanding and surrender to that understanding that we are all an expression of the divine. So maybe that helps to smooth things out a little bit more. So let's do our practice. Go ahead and begin to close down your eyes. Sit tall in your seat. Let your shoulders relax down away from your ears. Begin to soften your skin. Begin to soften your muscles. Bring that soft presence to your heart. And allow yourself to surrender right now. Surrender to your practice. And we'll take an inhale together to begin. Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ. 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 Aum Śrīm Mitraya 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 Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ. 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 Aum Śrīm Mitraya 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 Namaḥ. Aum Śrīm Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Aum. Sit for a few moments in the vibration of your sound. So that brings us to the end of our 21 days. We start a new mantra tomorrow. This new mantra is also a very ancient Vedic mantra, and I'm going to talk a lot about the multi-layered meaning of this new mantra tomorrow morning. I will teach you the pronunciation, the correct pronunciation, Sanskrit pronunciation, because that's so important when we're chanting our mantras. It's important to get all of those little tiny nuances of pronunciation right, so that we get the full benefit of this mantra. This mantra is for bringing peace and a sense of being held and cradled and nurtured during this troubling time. So it will bring those qualities to us and to everyone. So we're chanting for our own benefit, but also for the benefit of all beings when we chant tomorrow, which actually we're doing every time we chant, but this new mantra will speak to that and take us to that place specifically. All right. Thank you. I hope you're with me tomorrow. And of course, I'll post this on our Mantra 108, this video on our Mantra 108. And then I'll post the words and some instruction also on Mantra 108 sometime later today, so that you'll have that. And so I hope that you will all continue to join me for our wonderful journey into the practice of mantra. All right, enjoy. See you tomorrow morning. Oh, I love all those little sparkly hearts coming up. Those are so sweet.